Okay, and welcome. Today we're going to be going through cloud hands. So from single whip, this is a very spine-based move. Um, from single whip, you're going to draw the feet together as you bring the right hand up by your eyes and the left hand by your stomach. And what you want to do is just slowly start rotating the body, keeping those two hands in line. And as you rotate, you follow the upper hand with the lower hand. And the way I want you to think about rotating is imagine a stack of dominoes connected by wires. Or a stack of Jenga bricks. And as you rotate that top one, you can rotate it just a little bit, and then rotating it more turns the second one in the stack. And rotating the stack again then makes the next one rotate, and so on and so forth. So by rotating each block in that stack just a little bit, you're actually rotating the entire stack around. Think of that type of imagery in your mind for as you're rotating your spine in this. Moving each one of your vertebrae just a little bit. Rotating each one. Okay, technically you're rotating around the vertebra, but anyway. I guess they're rotating slightly. But that's the point. It's just these little tiny rotations kind of going all the way down the back. So again, from single whip, and bring the feet together, hand in front of the face, other hand in front of the belly, navel, stomach, whatever works for you. And then we're going to keep those two hands in sync there. And so just a slight rotation, continuing to rotate all the way through the back. And at the very end, just turn the head just a little bit. And when you get to the end of the rotation, you're going to take that upper hand, scoop it down to the belly, and bring that lower hand up in front of the eyes. And rotate back the other way. And then again, bring that hand down and around. Bring the other one up. Really just match that as a synchronized movement. As one hand comes down, the other one comes back up. So if I was to show that just the hand motion for a bit, for those transitions, just bring it down, kind of like a little scoop. Imagine you've got like this waterfall. That's the word I was trying to get. Waterfall, just kind of coming down that you're just sort of splashing into. Just kind of letting the water pool in the lower hand, bringing it up to splashing it into the face as you do those rotations. Speaking of water, Okay. Should probably get a more mystical looking cup. Alright. So again, from the single whip, bring the foot in, bring the hand up, bring the other hand over, rotate through. And then when you're all the way at the peak of your rotation, turn the neck just a little bit, and then step out with that left foot, just a little bit. Then switch the hands and rotate through. You can close the feet again and rotate again. And maybe you want to keep the feet closed this time. And then on this rotation, you step out, so you're turning away from the step. Then you close the feet again. And that's everything that's there. The sequence we usually do in class is a step, keep the feet closed, so now you're stepping on the other side of the rotation, closed, another step, closed, then standing still to get on the other side of the rotation again, and then a step and a step. So that whole thing looks like. Here's the first step out. There's the second step out. Stay closed this time. Then stepping out. Then stepping out again. And closed. Stepping out and out. And that's the completion of that sequence. And from here, you're going to step out with that right foot. So you bring your hands down and up in a big circle, like you're moving a big stone wheel or large tire or something like that. Coming up with the two hands and down the body and then outward. And really when you feel like you're done with that motion, swinging around into a single whip. Hopefully that's a familiar motion to you by this point. To break that down, run that energy wheel. Next time you lean out with the knee, rotate on the feet, bring the arms floating over, down, and into single whip. So, putting that all together. And there's a bunch of different ways of counting cloud hands. I did it with the steps. You can also count it in rotations. there's 1, 2, this is counting half rotations, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? I got my count wrong there. I was focusing on the numbers and not what I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 into that half, into single whip. You can also count it in pairs, which makes 8, and you can do, after you get the basics of this down, you can really kind of go with however your body's feeling that day. This is working out well for me since I was just in a really long car trip. So doing a lot of these is really great, but sometimes you might feel like, oh, I've got a particular shoulder thing or leg thing I want to focus in on, and so if you want to focus on always doing ones that are stepping out, you can just keep doing that. If you want to do something a little bit more flourishy, where you're rotating a lot back and forth in between a single step, or maybe you don't have enough room to take steps all the time, 16 is the number you're looking for there. So one more time from single whip, closing the feet, rotating back and rotating forward. Why did I call that one back and the other one forward? I don't know. General progress down the line here. And 2. Feet closed. And feet open. Closed again, and one more time. Well, 2 more times, really. Second step, closed, and finishing that last rotation into the wheel. And single whip. Okay. I'm going to do it one more time just in case it's useful to have a set to follow along with opposed to mirroring. From single whip, step in and rotate, step out, close, step out again, Feet closed this time. And then step out again. Close. Step. Close. Two more times. And into single whip. One more time. Yeah, sure. Let's do it one more time. Close, rotate, step out, rotate in, close the feet, step out again, close the feet, keep the feet closed this time, then step, close, step, close, keep closed, and step, close, step, close, and rotate into circle, into single whip. All right. So that will take us to high pattern horse next time. See you then. Yeah. See you then.